Welcome back. Sleet still accumulating out there through the viewing area, and reviewing our local storm reports in the 4 pages here, verifying we had it all, folks. We had icing, we had sleet, we had snow, we had freezing rain. The storm warning remains in effect until early tomorrow morning, mainly because we still run the risk of the potential here of some freezing rain, sleet, and snow. So here you have it. Notice how the wedge or the slot there of most of this is starting to wrap up. Josh Eaches is outside wrapping it up too. Seems to be ending for us. Josh, what do you have outside?
Still sleeting here for a little while, it looks like, Pat, based on what we're seeing on radar, obviously, and then what I'm noticing outside. It's still sleeting. Not quite as hard as when we joined you at the top of the show, but still heavier than what we've seen for most of the day. The wind blowing a bit, and it's pretty noisy. The sleet pellets at a decent size as well. We talked about how freezing rain can often give us that glazing. We didn't get that, so the concerns for power outages has fortunately diminished, but you still get that coating of ice on the surface thanks to this sleet. Things are very slippery. I take it is not going to be a friendly night for travel on local roadways. In fact, just kind of slippery to stand and walk out here. We called for this yesterday, folks. Ice is what we projected, and right in the middle of the viewing area, the heart of the viewing area, we picked up mostly ice. A little bit of snow to the north, as seen in some pictures, but ice has been the rule so far today. Let's go to that next graphic now to show you that winter storm warning also is issued by the National Weather Service. These conditions are what constitute a winter storm warning. They all verified. Snow, sleet, and freezing rain got significant amounts, and travel has become hazardous to difficult. We want to highlight that second cloud over to the right, if you will, or from the left. That's the sleet. That's what we're seeing for most of the day. Snow falling into a shallow layer of warm air. It's melting it on the way to the surface, but then there's enough cold air before it gets to the surface to refreeze as these ice pellets, and that's what's falling right now. Pat, those are the latest conditions, about as bad as they've been out here all day, but with that being said, this thing's just about over, as we saw on radar. For some more evidence of what we saw today and the fun people had with making the best of a bad situation, some viewer photos, Pat, what do you have?
We hinted that as well, Josh. They get out there, they enjoy it. Let's take a look at your shots. Thanks for sending them in. They give us an opportunity to validate what we were predicting throughout the viewing area, whether it was snow off to the north and to the northwest, or a pile-up of sleet, or even some freezing rain. All of the shots, fun shots. But again, thank you so much for helping us out when we get into these periods of rough weather and also great weather. This is our tower camera. It's located about 700 feet up. It's frozen up as well on the lens. 25 degrees, north winds at 6, making it feel like 18. Now, as we move off of our currents now, let's take a look and see at your precip type. And again, temperatures, again, it is cleared. It is done in New Roads. It's also done across Wilkinson, Amite, and Pike counties. The Futurecast verifying that as we get closer to 4:30 in the morning, still some cloud cover. But again, temperatures and wind are going to be the consequences you get up early tomorrow morning. Thus, we still hold on to the warning until about 6 a.m. Futurecast has your sunshine coming back on Thursday. So again, another look at that. Here is where the consequence will be. Ascension, Assumption, St. James parishes. As this moves through, you're out of it too by 10 o'clock tonight, and we'll get the wrap up there. So your forecast coming up, but first let's take a look again. We had expected this to occur, and it looks like it holds true, with possibly 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of possible accumulation of sleet. The next 3 days, the warning in the early morning is gone. The thawing will occurring on Thursday, and we have the episode of possible fog as we get into it, so it looks like we're getting everything. Look at your wind chill values. Feeling like 12 degrees in the early morning hours, 32 by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Here's another episode where we've had one other occasion. We were in the teens on January the 7th. We add that one to the list as too, as that doesn't compare yet back to 2010. Forecast tonight, we're going down to 19, folks. Lingering sleet, snow, and bitter cold will bring you back to 39 tomorrow, still clearing and also cold. And look at that 7-day forecast, 39 on Wednesday, 50 on Thursday, and 65 on Friday. Notice your specks of rain and shower activity starting to increase Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So again, the reference, if it really was a winter event, certainly held true, as we had snow, freezing rain, sleet, and we also had super cold temperatures. 19 tonight, bundle it up. We'll have more tonight at 10.
Okay, Pat, thank you.